Good morning, children. Namaste. How are you? Hope you are keeping well with your health and studies. In course of online teaching, today I am here with your second chapter of literature. It is a poem. The name of the poem is Granny's Tree Climbing. Means love of grandmother for tree climbing. The poet is Ruskin Bond, very famous poet, famous Indian poet. In class 7, you had read a story by Ruskin Bond, that is Monkey Trouble. Do you remember? Monkey Trouble. Now it is here poem. What is the name of the poem? Granny's Tree Climbing. Means Granny's love for tree climbing. Yes, the title is a little bit surprising, that how an old woman loves to climb the tree. Generally, tree climbing is for the children and for young people. But you have rarely heard of climbing trees by an old woman, particularly woman. But here is the poet's grandmother's love for tree climbing. So let me first read out the poem. I have no book, but I have just taken out in mobile phone. My grandmother was a genius. You would like to know why? Because she could climb trees, spreading or high. She would be up their branches in a trice. And mind you, when last she climbed a tree, she was 62. See here, even at the age of 62, she climbed the tree. Ever since childhood, she had this gift for being happier in a tree than in a lift. And though as years went by, she would be told that climbing trees should stop when one grows old, and that growing old should be gone about gracefully. She would laugh and say, "Well, I will grow old disgracefully. I can do it better." And we had to agree. For in all the garden there wasn't a tree she had not been up at one time or another, having learned to climb from a loving brother. When she was 6, but it was feared by all that one day she would have a terrible fall. The outcome was different. While we were in town, she climbed a tree and could not come down. We went to the rescue, and then the doctor took Granny's temperature and said, "I strongly recommend a quiet week in bed." We sighed with relief, and tucked her up well. Poor Granny, for her it was like a brief season in hell, confined to her bedroom, while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. But she held her peace till she felt stronger, then sat up and said, "I will lie here no longer." And she called for my father and told him undaunted that a house in a treetop was what she now wanted. My dad knew his duties. He said, "That is all right. You will have what you want, dear. I will start work tonight." With my expert assistance, he soon finished the code, made her a tree house with windows and a door. So Granny moved up, and now every day I climb to her room with glasses and a tray. She sits there in state and drinks sherry with me, upholding her right to reside in a tree. So this is the poem. But what is the summary of the poem? Summary, better to say the theme of the poem is the poet's grandmother's love for nature. She loved nature. How? She used to climb different trees, whether the tree is short or high, is spreading or what you say, small. Every tree she had tried and climbed well. She learned tree climbing at the age of 6. When she was 6 years old, she first climbed a tree, and she learned this art by one of her loving brothers. At last she climbed the tree. She was 62. So she started climbing the tree at what age? At the age of 6. At last she climbed the tree at what age? 62. And who taught her this art of tree climbing? One of her loving brothers. Very good. Now you see, she did not care for falling, and but the family had a fear. People used to call her, "This is not good. This is ungraceful. It is not good for an old woman to climb the tree." In the society, nobody can appreciate it. But she said she did not care for that. She did not care for the comment or criticize of the society, people of the society. The family had a fear that one day certainly the old granny would have a fall from the tree. They had a fear, but this did not happen. One day, all the members of the family were out, not in the house, and Granny climbed a tree. And you know what happened? Now she was unable to come down. She climbed the tree, but was not able to come down. Here was the great problem for her. At the age of 62, when she last climbed the tree, she climbed the tree but was unable to come down. It was a rescue operation took place. Doctor came, people brought her down. Doctor felt the pulse and measured temperature and advised Granny to take a week's complete bed rest. See, grandmother who loved tree climbing all the time, loved nature, but by the permission, by the advice of the doctor, she had to remain in the bedroom for complete a week. When she became stronger, she ordered her son means Ruskin Bond's father, to make a treetop house, a house at the treetop, because she wanted to live in the house at the treetop. So with the help of the poet's father and the poet both together made a house at the treetop. And then Granny started living there. The poet also climbed the tree with some wine and glass, and she used to drink there and live very regally, very happily there. Okay? Now I will give you Very simple question, though you can make the question yourself. If you have your book, you will see there are some questions bearing 1 mark. At what age Granny learned to climb the tree? Who taught Granny to climb the tree? At what was the last age when Granny climbed the tree? Like these type of questions are there in the book. When the poem ends in the second page, I have no book this time. But whether you have book or not, but I am sure you understood this poem. So better you can make inner questions. How can you make? You listen to this video, watch this video twice, thrice, and come to the point. Suppose, who is the poet of the poem? First, Ruskin Bond. What did grandmother Granny love to do? Granny loved to climb the tree. At what age Granny learned this art of climbing tree? Answer is Granny learned this art of climbing tree at the age of 6. Who taught? Like this, you understand well. So you can make at least 15 question, 10 to 15 question by your own brilliance. I want to see, I want to check your brilliance, how brilliant you are. My dear, don't waste your single minute. This is golden opportunity that you are with your parents, with your grandparents, with your brothers and sisters, living very happily. But during the time of your studies, you should be very concentrated and very attentive. You will not misuse your mobile phone. You will use your mobile phone only for the purpose of getting study materials. Understand? Only then you can be good students, good boys and good girls. Okay? Thank you.